Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be tackling part 3 of the Fizzbuzz challenge. I decided to choose C++ to tackle the Fizzbuzz challenge. Now if you're wondering what the Fizzbuzz challenge is, well on my channel the 10-day Fizzbuzz challenge is to complete the Fizzbuzz challenge in as many languages as you can. Now you may be saying, what's this Fizzbuzz challenge? Well, it's a typical coding question. In this particular question, you have to loop through, iterate through some numbers and using loops. So you have to use a loop, and you're going to print out numbers 1 through 100. Now, except for numbers that are only divisible by 3, 5, or 3 and 5. For numbers only divisible by 3, you're going to print out fizz. For numbers only divisible by 5, you're going to print out buzz. And for numbers divisible by 3 and 5, you're going to print out fizzbuzz. Okay, I'm going to tackle this in C++, and to make it a little bit more challenging, I'm going to use Vim with a blank vimrc. So let's pull that up and get going. Okay, so I'm going to create a file with Vim called fizzbuzz.cpp, and let's get started. All right, so we're going to want to include, type that right, input-output stream. We want to be using the namespace standard, and we're going to create a function, main function here. And at the end, we're just going to return 0. Okay, so let's get starting. We're going to do a for loop. We're going to say for integer I will start at 1, I is less than 101, and I increments up each time through the loop. And we're going to have some conditionals. So we'll start with an if statement. We'll say if I, and I'll explain this in a moment, if I %3, I'll tell you what that means in a moment, equals 0, and I %5 equals 0. Well, you meet both of those conditions. We're going to console out, cout, fizzbuzz. And then we're going to end the line. Okay, so now let me explain this a little bit. So the % stands for the modulus or modulo. And what that basically means is if you divide that number, whatever I is, by 3, and the remainder of that equals 0, well, that means it's divisible by 3. So this I %3 is giving me whatever the remainder is. If that remainder is equal to 0, and this remainder, when divided by 5, is equal to 0, then it's divisible by 3 and 5, and you need to print out fizzbuzz, okay? Now, why do I do 3 and 5 first? Well, the reason being is with an if, else statement, if the number meets the first condition, it's only going to choose that condition and skip the rest. Okay, so basically, if you have like 15, and you had the first condition was to check if it's divisible by 3, and you just printed fizz, well, 15 is divisible by 3. It would meet that first condition, and it would print fizz. And what we want is fizzbuzz for 15. Now, if it's only divisible by 3, it's not going to meet that condition, that first condition, and it's actually going to move to the next condition, which I'm going to type now. So it's going to be else if, okay, and we're going to console out now just fizz and end the line. And we actually have to put the condition in. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So we're going to have to say I modulo 3, if that equals 0. That's that condition. Okay, if it doesn't meet that one, but if it meets this condition, I modulo 5 equals 0. Just taking care of some formatting here. If it meets that condition, well, then it's divisible by 5, and we want to console out buzz. Okay, and if it meets none of those conditions, okay, if it meets none of those conditions, what we want to do is console out the variable I. So we just want to print out the number. Okay. All right. So it's incrementing up. We're ending our for loop. we're returning 0. It looks like we've got our formatting all set. Let's save, whoops, let's not do that. Let's save it. Okay, let's quit and let's run the compiler. And we'll put the output as Fizzbuzz. And it compiled, so good for that. And let's just run it. Boom. So now if we go up to the start, so we got 1, 2, fizz, 4, buzz, 6 is divisible by 3, so fizz, 7, 8, fizz, 10, buzz, 11, 12 is divisible by 3, so fizz, 13, 14, fizz, buzz, and so on. All right, you'll see 30, fizz, buzz, 45, fizz, buzz, and we go up, 97, 98, 99 is divisible by 3, fizz, and 100 is divisible by 5, so buzz. So that's completing the Fizzbuzz challenge in C++. I hope you like this video. If you like videos like this, please like and subscribe, as it really helps the channel grow. And thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. I think I'm going to tackle C, just plain C next. All right, on to the next one. Have a good day.